Hello and welcome back to another OMNIHEROES video. In this video I'm going to have a look at the Challenger tier teams that have got me all the way to the top with a relatively good record over the past couple of weeks, as you can see. Well, over the past couple of days anyway. It seemed to have worked out very well. So let me just turn this down. There we go, so we don't get interrupted. And defensive lineup. So this is the lineup that I have been using. Okay. So it seems though I cannot show you because the defensive lineup in Challenger tier is different. So what I will do is, can I refresh to get somebody in Challenger 3? Yep, can do, hopefully anyway. Yes, so spot on. These are the teams that I've been using in order to get to where I am at the moment, which is in Challenger 1. Now, you will need 9 teams if you do want to enter Supremacy, or you're in that Challenger 1 bracket. But the problem is, it's very difficult to replicate these teams unless you are spending money. Specifically, the Phoenix is a very, very powerful tool, especially the execute mechanic. So a lot of people have missed this off the Phoenix. If you do get it up to level 3, or 3 stars in World Arena, Foggy Coliseum, and tournament battles, when dealing damage, executes targets with less than 15% HP. It is crazy. It is really, really strong. That ability, I completely missed it, but this 15% execute ability is really powerful, and the higher the star level that you go for it, the higher the percentage. So I think eventually when you get it up to 9 stars, that is when you will get it up to, I think it's 35%, so the same as Hades. If a unit attacks and hits another unit under that 35% threshold, they'll just get executed right away, which is a huge, huge advantage, which is one of the reasons I've been able to pull ahead relatively anyway. So the teams that I am using, let's go ahead and check these out. It is 5 Avengers for my first one. We've got 4 Royals, 4 Monarchs. We've got 3 Ouroboros, just in case you don't know what that is. Allied heroes recover 10% HP at the end of every round. So not only will you heal at the beginning of the round, if you're running something like Mistifiers, but you will also then heal 10% at the end of every round as well. If you do have more than that Ouroboros, then you will recover 30% at the end of every round, a significant increase. But the teams that I'm going to run, I've got Fenrir up here, the new unit, so I said these teams are going to be hard to replicate. Cleo and Isis, some of the most recent units. I believe Isis is available within the shop at the moment, and I would suggest getting her up to 8 stars before she becomes viable for that Monarch synergy. We do have Fenrir, the newest unit as well. Been able to get her up to 10 stars with the help of the shards that you can collect as well. Aphrodite and Mavis need no explanation. Mavis is still one of the, if not the strongest Avenger without Magatama. And with Magatama, she's still the strongest Avenger. Aphrodite is very good at stealing enemy units. And Cleopatra here will provide that holy shield, and also she will offer increased attack, and that will only go up the more that Fenrir, Isis, Isis, Aphrodite, and Mavis all attack will go up with thanks to Fenrir, which will boost the amount of attack that she can get, which is why she's on this team specifically. Relics, I have gone for the Soulbinding Lance for double attacks, Magatama for the indirect damage, because dodge is a very key part of this World Arena, and also you do have the Hand of Tyr. Bear with me. Sorry about that, just had to blow my nose. So yeah, Hand of Tyr, the final relic in there, the best, probably, Avengers relic. But the reason that I use it in here is because of the cooldown. We do get 3 rounds over 5 because of the star level that I do have it at as well. Now, we move on to the next team. It is all Valianters. So, as you can see, got my 5 Valianters here. Not mixing and matching. Found that it is preferable to have a full 5 Valianters. We've got 4 Protectors with Victoria, Leandra, Hades, and Odin as well. Got 3 Thunders, which means that after allied hero deals damage, they inflict an additional 10% of attack on all enemies. Can be very, very powerful and gets around the dodge mechanic as well. So we've got Hades to steal, Victoria to power up our team, Odin to stop Holy Shield from activating, Leandra to ultimate on round 1, and Pandora to ultimate on round 2 as well. Gone for pretty typical relics. Oh, something I didn't show on the last team. So the first relic that I'm using is just the 300% increase in attack for Avengers, and then on this team it's slightly different. I have gone for at the start of round 1, allies deal an additional 500% damage as well. So it just means that in that first turn, we do as much damage as possible, which is where these relics come in as well. I have gone for Plague Bow and Knight's Edge. The reason for that is the cooldown reduction. So this is now 80 for me, which means that we get the 100 plus the 20 that it costs for Knight's Edge, which means they all proc all at once. Which is very, very good. I very much enjoy that. But the rest, I mean, the team is pretty self-explanatory. It is just a pure Valiant's team, and a very strong one at that. Now, we move on to Team 3. This is where things get a little bit complicated. I do have Jormungand, however you pronounce it, and Hela on the same team. The reason for that is because there is no Deviant Monarch on the Glorian's team, so I did need somebody to fill that role. Hela does that role very well, and the damage that you see from this team is just crazy. And it is thanks to Hela primarily, but we do get the 200% increased attack. If you've not seen the review videos for Jormungand yet, however you pronounce it, Jormungand, I don't know. But if you've not seen him, she does crazy damage, as does the rest of the team when paired with Hela, Victoria, Cleo, Atrops, etc., etc. Very, very strong. Now, the rest of the team, we do have Talinas on here. Talinas does provide a little bit of control, but not too much, not without Lily and Leah, anyway, to increase the defense reduction stacks. We have Audrey here to provide shielding and also a bit of attack, and also she every time you heal, she will increase her own attack as well, up to that 100 million stack, which is a very, very high number. Wuzatan to provide increased damage by 50%, and also to provide damage reduction as well. A very, very powerful effect indeed, 75% worth of damage reduction. Now, I do have the chest here to double proc our relics, Kunisagi, and the Exorcism Cauldron as well for the damage prevention. Very, very strong. And I've gone for the feather as well, or whatever it's called, to apply stun right at the start of battle to allow us to get through that first round, and for Hela to really start pumping up those numbers. A very, very strong effect indeed. Move on to the next team. We do have Dooms, pure Dooms. We have 3 Monarchs on the back row. Leviathan, Behemoth work very, very well together, and Halisir to tie it all together with the additional 500% for this back row. We do get an additional 500% anyway through the Hope Tree effects right here. We get 500% here, we get an additional 80% here, and we also gain energy from the front 2 slots. That is Arthur and Dahlia, a great combination. Dahlia to switch with Arthur, and then keep switching with him, increasing his HP and increasing his attack. It's exactly what we want for Arthur, who deals extra reflect damage based on his HP and his attack as well. We do have Behemoth to slow the enemies down so that we can get our attacks in first, Halisir to buff up the rest of the team, and Leviathan to reflect attacks back. Relics, I've gone for Ocean's Maw because we are doing a fair amount of hits, so it is technically 5 hits per round for as long as enemies are attacking all, but if not, because that's the reflect damage kicking in, and as well you've also got the secondary reflect from your relics, and Arthur's additional damage as well will proc this. You do have the stun hammer, very, very important. for paralyzing enemies or stopping them from moving. Can be great, especially on a reflect team. And then we finally have our famine scales as well. The famine scales are there primarily for the healing effect that can bolster our team up with thanks to the Grace of Hunters skill in the skill tree as well. And we do have the 300% attack increase for our team here. Now, next team, it is basically all Phantoms, except, well, Avenger Phantoms, except for Hecate. We are looking to buff Hecate up as much as possible and Janna up as much as possible, which is why I've gone for the Healing Sphere in the middle. We also have Flame Banner to allow us to survive that first round. Wing Zhong really wants all of the team to get hit as much as possible, and by applying as much Holy Shield as we can, we can survive those first couple of hits to allow for build up to happen. We also have the Umbra Torch to apply Fortitude as well, a very powerful effect, especially for Hecate. We have Nerissa to do as much damage as possible, Althea for that 7-star passive of bringing Avengers right back from the dead on the turn that they go down. Janna here to be our Rook, or to be our effectively our anchor. She will survive. She will outlast the rest of the team most definitely. And the reason for that is because of the shielding that she provides on death. So every time a unit dies, she will get additional shielding. Wing Zhong to power up the entire team, and Hecate to do absolutely massive damage eventually. Now, we do move on to this next team. It is a Mistifiers team, or Mistifiers, sorry, just before I move on, I have gone with the healing. So at the start of each round, allies restore 25% HP. And the reason for that is because we don't have too much healing on here, but it will help Hecate power through to get that invincibility, and also to increase those attack stacks. Now we move into the next team. I have gone for Gaia, Tsukiyomi, and Mulan. The reason that Tsukiyomi, Mulan, and Gaia are all on the back row is for the burn damage. Tsukiyomi will attack front slots, Mulan will attack back slots, and Gaia will attack 3 random enemies when she does perform her ultimate. We do also have Tiamat on the front row as a defensive measure. She just doesn't take any damage from non-crits, which is the majority of the damage that you receive. That's reflect damage, that is poison damage or corrode damage. It is normal attacks from normal units, and occasionally they'll get crits and it will look really bad, but the majority of the time she'll just heal and it'd be fantastic. Catherine here for additional healing as well, not just additional healing, but for also attack increases for the rest of the team. Tsukiyomi to steal, attack and defense, Mulan to apply that burn, and Gaia here to increase damage and damage reduction as well for our units. Now relic wise, I've gone for the Ra's Bark. I have also gone for Python's Mirror, which will revive units, and the finally the Gleipnir, however you pronounce it, will allow our back row to perform their ultimates in round 1, which means that we get corrode stacks right in round 1 as well. I would have Catherine there, but I think she's faster than Tsukiyomi is. In fact, I don't think she is, but I need her there to apply that burn to the back row. We also have just 300% increase for attack in Mistifiers, very important and very good for dealing as much damage as we can. Now we finally get to my Ethereal's team. Do have Elisha, Amaterasu, Eudora, Karnak, and Lilith. Lilith here to increase attack and HP right from the start of battle by 200%. We have Elisha, so every time we get a crit, we can also then increase our attack and HP, giving that survivability to the team. Amaterasu here for primarily increased crit damage, so she increases crit damage by 100%, and we're going to be doing a lot of crits as long as we hit, which is not guaranteed, not in this meta anyway. However, we do have Eudora, who will do 10 times. She'll hit 10 times and has 10 chances to crit as well. We have Lilith, again, increasing attack and HP every other round, and then the rounds in between, she will also apply Fortitude. And we have Karnak as well to provide healing. Every time one of our units gets a crit, they will heal equal to Karnak's attack, which does stack up. Now, we also have the Pharaoh's Sarcophagus, increases crit damage by 100% for ultimate attacks, and as well, every 1 accumulated freezing point on the field, the crit damage of ultimates is further increased by 2%. So each time an ally lands a critical hit, they generate 1 freezing point. when an enemy accumulates 15 freezing points, allies gain 300% max HP. So we just need to get that up as high as possible. In order to get the crits, we do run Excalibur because it does increase crit rate, and as well we have the Demon Bane Whip, which will increase our max HP every time we cast a relic, giving that survivability to the team. And finally, we have gone for the first 3 rounds of battle, all allies take 50% less damage, just so that we can survive those first 3 rounds. And these teams have done very well for me. Let's jump into battle. Let's see just how well they do against, looks like Zion. And it looks like, yeah, either we win or we lose. I suspect we win because of the power difference. So the power difference is 14k. Plus, as well, I have Phoenix, I have the horse, and then the unicorn. And opponent only has the Phoenix and the steed, which can be a very big factor. Having 3 slots rather than 1 is really, really powerful effect. We do get the double attacks here as well, so we will start to burn enemies out with Magatama. Both great combination of relics. The enemy does stop healing effects, plus as well, let me take this off. They do pop our holy shields, but let me just take relic animations off. And hopefully that shouldn't proc anymore, probably. And enemies now cannot take damage in this first round. Fortunately, that is not our tactic right away. Our tactic right away is for one of our units to go down, and also to apply as much karmic fire as possible. Now, we also, looks like it's very difficult for us to take damage because of the blessing skills that can be provided, but we have also a very high dodge rate, as you can see. And we have had Mavis stolen, which is a bit of a pain, to be honest. I was kind of hoping she wouldn't be stolen. But we'll see. We'll see. Mavis here kind of needs to ramp up with the rest of our team. And can't really do that on the opposing team. However, it looks like we have been able to steal enemy Elisha. Which, for the most part, I think is the majority of the damage that they will do. But just something to keep in mind. Elisha's passive will still proc on the enemy team, even though she's on our team. If we do get any crits, though, while she was alive, we would have also been able to increase our own attack rate. Unfortunately, we do steal Chang as well, so Chang is going to be very, very important for the enemy team to steal our units, but we'll see. We'll see. I think Pandora should proc here at some point. Yeah, so she's going after Aphrodite now, which may just lead to Aphrodite's eventual downfall, unless she dodges, goes Ultra Instinct here, but it's very unlikely. So yeah, she does go down. We do apply Hindrance, and then Eudora to proc once again. But fortunately, the rest of our team, as long as the rest of our team survive, which shouldn't be too much of an issue, as long as the rest of our team survive, we should be able to revive in the next round. And then we'll get all of our units back. Enemy cannot revive because they are not running any Avengers or any Phantoms either. So we do get the Holy Shield back, which is going to really protect us, or relatively anyway, with thanks to Cleo. We do have Fenrir attacking. She does hit Eudora, but again, Holy Shield's too strong. And we do the double ultimate as well. So fortunately, we've been able to... I was going to say, fortunately, we've been able to survive that, but I don't think we will. We'll see, though. We'll see. Remember, Aphrodite will not proc because she has been stunned. Unfortunately, Fenrir does go down here, which is a real pain, to be honest. I was hoping to show more of Fenrir. I have recently got her up to 10 stars, but we'll see. Now, I think... after these next 3. So we hopefully should dodge this one. Of course not. Why would my team dodge anything at all? It is so frustrating. It really is. It is very, very frustrating. Like, the enemies can just dodge and dodge and dodge and dodge. And yet we are sort of stuck in this perpetual cycle. There we go. Finally a dodge. Do we get another one? Come on. Give me a dodge. There we go. Aphrodite. Not bad. There is 3 attacks from Eudora, and it looks like she is going to start repeating the same action as she took previously, and the reason for that is because of Pandora. So here, every time Eudora kills an enemy, she will proc ultimate again. Fortunately, we do get Mavis back, and the Magatama, it is the grant allies last word effect, dealing 100% damage to all enemies. That is really, really powerful effect. Do not underestimate the power of that effect here. It looks like we have got the victory here. We're only going to be able to see 4 teams in action, but these are the first 4 teams that I'll be running anyway. Typically very, very strong teams. I say very, very strong teams. Relatively strong teams anyway. And let's have a see here. So we do get a kill here, which means that hopefully Leandra should repeat the same action. Now, she did cast her ultimate, so just something to keep in mind. Pandora will proc. These are all of Pandora's ultimates. She has not yet done her basic attack, which is technically an ultimate for this round. And this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Like, enemies can just dodge and dodge and dodge and dodge. I don't know. Give me that 200% accuracy back. It's just so, so powerful. So we do get the repeated actions. This is where both having Odin and Pandora on the same team is going to be really, really powerful. And again, the reason for that is because Odin also allows for repeated actions when you take an enemy down. Now, because there was no more valid targets, that stops the chain. Which is why it can be a very powerful thing to have all of your units come back all at once. But we'll have to see. So I think Victoria should repeat this action another 3 times, but we'll see. Yep, so that was another, well, it was another 2 times, sorry, because of Odin. And then we do get the stun on Lachesis as well. Doing the damage and putting the work in as well. Unfortunately, no damage done, which is a real pain. Yeah, just keep bringing them back, I guess. It's just silly. But we're up to reasonably high damage numbers here. That dodge. Yeah, Sanctuary has been applied. Doesn't matter how many times we hit. Never going to hit. Never going to hit. What a real pain. Odin has really impressed me this season, though. The lack of holy shields, very, very powerful. So we should... she missed it again and then applied Sanctuary. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it, you know. This never happens for me. I never get this many dodges in a row. It's just crazy. Like, Nerissa isn't going to be able to do very much damage to us because there's going to be no summons available for her, except from Leandra, I guess. But not doing altogether too much damage to us. Hopefully, Victoria can finish things off. No, another miss. Yeah. And another miss. PvP is trash this season, man. It really is. Like, it's RNG based, completely RNG based. So frustrating. I'm going to skip this. It looks like they were able to take Leandra down, but we're able to power through with Odin as well. So not bad. Now, this is a team that I've been looking forward to seeing in action. It is so, so strong. It is so strong. You watch the damage numbers. Yeah, I promise you watch these damage numbers. They are mental. Holy Shield on and stun applied as per the tactics. Seems to be working out very, very well. And we do stop the enemy's relics from proccing as well, because we do have 2 very quick units on the team. We have Wuzatan, who is the quickest unit in the game, and also we have Hela, who has 126 speed. I suspect that she'll be getting a skin at some point, and that skin will pump her up to one of the best, if not the best unit in the game. She's just so crazy. So we get Wu to proc here. She'll go ahead and steal enemy units. We do get Hela to proc. We do take out 2 holy shields here, but again, it's not very much. And Jormungand, very, very much relevant. She is really, really powerful. Now, we do get Audrey to proc here. This is a, what do you call it? That was a retaliation, I believe, which is why all enemies are stunned, and this is her actual ultimate here. So, again, not doing altogether too much because of the Mistifiers, but, again, it's a I've seen this team do absolutely phenomenal numbers, and now enemy cannot do damage to us this round. That's the tactic anyway. So as you can see, we move into the next round, and Talos has been sealed as well, which means that his actions cannot take effect. Which means corrode damage, I think, will be really relevant. And we do take out enemy Sandra as well, and we get the stun on each enemy. That's why it's so important to have as much energy gain as possible in these fights as well. And the reason for that is so that we can build up. So as you can see, Audrey's just taken action here. Gave us 25 per action. We're up to 55 at the moment from that 30. Now, Wu and Hela will not give us any energy, but when Jormungand has finished what she needs to do, again, the reason that she's ultimating there is because of her oath skill. Her oath skill is she has a 75% chance of casting her ultimate skill whenever she takes action, which is a very powerful effect indeed. And we get a steal here for from Wu Zetian. It's why I don't include Chang on here, because it kind of makes Wu redundant. And you do need Wu for the damage reduction and also for the damage increase as well. So just something to keep in mind when you are planning these teams out. So hopefully we can get through these holy shields at some point. And enemy Talos goes down, but does come straight back because of the Python's mirror that they have active. Unfortunately, we've been able to freeze with thanks to Audrey. Not bad. It is Kunasagi, by the way, that's doing that. So we do apply freeze every time. I believe we do damage. It's not bad damage from Jormungand as well. And we do retaliate with a counter, and there we go. So enemy comes back one last time. What I'm going to do, skip this one. We don't need to see Dullahan struggle against that team. And then finally, we have the 3 monarchs on the back row. Arthur, who should have been a monarch, but isn't, and Dahlia as well, who works very well alongside the rest of the team here. So we should get reflect rate up high enough in order to reflect as much damage back to these enemies as possible. Okay, so it looks like Janna. It looks like, so Janna, Dahlia, and Doris on the enemy team all have dodge runes equipped. But we have fortunately managed to stun and taunt everybody but Elma here. Oh no, Elma's taunted as well. So that's the reflect damage going through. I love seeing this matchup, to be honest. I love seeing Phantom teams versus Doom's teams. Really, really powerful. So we should hopefully remove some holy shields here. And then, enemies do go down. We got our Leviathan down because of the enemy's high reflect rate and because of Doris as well. Doris was another unit that I thought about including on here, but unfortunately just didn't have the space and needed Halisert for that additional Monarch synergy. As you can see, they're doing enough hits on us to guarantee death, which is a real pain, to be honest. So Dahlia goes down, Janna's Phantoms come back in, but we take the majority of them down as well. And we should just be waiting now, I think. Yep, so it's just a matter of waiting, and we just need Elma to attack us, or we can just take him out in one go. Enemies here will not have enough attack to get through, and there we go. All sorted for our Doom's team. Behemoth to do the most, of course. I love that windscreen. Anyway, that is it from me. Those are my Challenger teams. We've seen them in action. Let me know your thoughts down below and what teams you're running in Challenger for this World Arena. Remember, we've only got 1 week left before reset. So, good luck.